Okay everyone, this is an engineering question in the form of a video. Now here's what I'm trying to figure out. First off, what this device is it's a bracket that's going to convert a mechanical linkage style clutch over to hydraulic master and slave cylinder. Now in here we have this piece here. Right now that's just a proper right triangle. What it's going to do is, on the truck, the actuator rod operates vertically, and I need to translate that into horizontal motion. Now, this rod needs to travel forward 1.5 inches max travel. What I have, the linkage is set up vertically here. I will have right at 2 inches of max travel. I'm trying to find out exactly what dimensions I need on this piece. That's going to be the pivot. Whether it needs, what angle it needs to be, how far I need to put the clutch actuating rod from the truck to this point here to push the master cylinder rod forward. As you see, the way it's set up right now, the fulcrum that this is going to pivot on is more or less in line with the clutch rod at its rest position. That's all changeable. This is going to not sit directly on top of the frame. It's going to be offset a couple inches. As you notice here in the mock-up, I've cut a little notch in case I need to extend this out and maybe drop down below this plane. But what I'm trying to figure out is the proper size for this, distance from the fulcrum on each leg, and the proper angle of this. I mean, right now it's a 90-degree right triangle. Do I need to bring that in some? How I probably ought to set that up. On this clutch rod here, you'll see there is plenty of play. So, I mean, I can follow the arc without it damaging the clutch master cylinder. But I need to achieve that full 1.5 inch stroke horizontally by using the 2 inches of travel that I have from the clutch pedal. Now, keep in mind about 1/4 inch of that on the clutch pedal is probably going to just be taken up in slack, just so the clutch isn't, there isn't pressure on the clutch when the pedal's all the way up. Just for some scale, what I'm working at here, and you'll have to excuse me because I'm looking through the camera and not looking at what I'm doing exactly, but there's just a kind of a rough look at the scale that I'm dealing with here. Just to get that. And I'm going to tag a couple of guys on that I know who are into engineering and stuff like that, just to get y'all's input. So Tyler, Brian, Clark, I'm kind of needing to pick at your brains here. But anybody else that wants to chime in that has dealt with something like this or is good at the math and angles and all that good stuff, just chime in, maybe point me in the right direction. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.